And now we get to talk about the regular season schedule. 12 games or buys will be in the middle and at the end of the season. So trying to somewhat get around the holidays the best I can as work gets busy. But as you can see, we are 73 overall, 75 on offense, a 68 on defense. No P4 teams on the schedule. We are not trying to sweat or be stressed. We'll do the best we can with what we've got, all G5. And let's get started with block one. Right out the gates, a conference game. One of my biggest pet peeves in scheduling, because in a perfect world, I would like my out of conference schedule to come first so I can get eased into conference play. I want to be at my best once I get into those games. That's not going to be the case. We had this a couple of seasons ago, 2 seasons ago at Florida State with Boston College and Georgia Tech block one. But we're going to start out on the road. Sam Houston Bearcats. They are coached by a newcomer to the NDL, Coach K. Dot, and we're going to have quite a few newcomers because remember, as I said, when I drafted, I was the first team in conference, and a lot of those spots got filled later on at the back end of the draft. So a lot of newbies don't have anything to go off of. So we'll see how things go. This will be his first regular season game, so I'm excited to be a part of it. On the road, we'll have to see how things go. But 69 overall, you see the difference in talent. How will that play on the field? I don't know. The 62 defense obviously is where I would be keeping my focus on. The offense definitely is going to have to get off to a good start as we get into the season. Then to finish out block one, we will be at home against the best team that we're going to face all season in terms of talent. No offense to any coaches, but just team talent. Boise State coach IROC. They are an 82 overall, 83 offensively, 82 defensively. They are coming off of a 12-2 season where they had a bowl win over the MAC champ, Western Michigan, and Coach Metro D, and back-to-back Mountain West championships too. Coach IROC and I have played quite a bit, and he has a career record in the NDL in the regular season of 125 and 94, and we have played quite a bit, 13 times. The edge goes to me 10-3, but man, if you were here for the start of last season when we had the NDL red zone, I unfortunately had to be on the bad end of that, being up 21-3 in the second quarter and then losing. So we would love to get some revenge here. We'll be at home. We won't be playing on the Smurf turf. This won't count against our win goal, but it'll definitely be a litmus test to see kind of how we can fare against a team that, while I know me and IROC will talk about a team that's slower, but they are just better. So we'll have to see how we can fare and if we can scheme up some things to give the Broncos a little bit of trouble. Then for block two, both games will be on the road. First up will be Troy. Equal talent at a 73 overall. We are better offensively by 4. They are better defensively by 4. So I guess in this sense, if we're going to talk about the EA math, kind of maths, the best we can get. Troy will be coached by Duvid Hits Bombs, friend of the stream. We talk quite a bit over Twitch and some over Discord. It is his third season in the NDL. So far, his regular season record is 10-15, 6 wins with Akron, and 4 wins with Stanford. We played last season. It was a 31-7 win on the road at Stanford with FSU. So he'll be looking for revenge. He definitely was excited that we have equal talented team. So we'll have to see. We've kind of looked over the rosters. Troy was a team that was maybe 6 or 7 on my draft board. So I know what they have. They have some big body receivers and a quarterback that is pretty solid that can get the ball out to them. So defensively, they're going to be better in terms of talent. Speed, not as much, but the question will be in the trenches. Can they impact it defensively and we'll be able to get to the quarterback some to help our secondary, because with those big body guys, I'm just already fearful of what could happen with some deep balls. For week 4, we'll be on the road again. So if you're keeping count, that is 2 road games so far on the out of conference. We'll be taking on Navy. So here's an interesting one. So 73 overall, but you can see, holy crap, man, 80 on the offensive side, 66. But if you average that out, it's at 73. So the math's there. Coach Ice still at Navy. It'll be his 2nd season in a row. 3 of the last 4. I know it's frustrating for him, especially on last year's game, because Navy was a really solid team, but man, just trying to get them to work that option offense tough. And then playing on Heisman, it can be a struggle. But the last 4 seasons, he's had one of the military schools, but with Navy 4-8 in season 31. Last season he was 3-9, so I know he's looking to bounce back. Career record of 217 and 167. Will we be able to slow down the option? Now, this will be different because in the past when we played, I had Tulane. So that matchup works a little bit more in my favor because Tulane was one of the top G5 teams, and they also had speed. Western Kentucky doesn't really have that talent on the defensive side of the ball, so we'll have to see. When we played in season 30, it was New Mexico against Air Force, 34-0, and then 38-8 the last time we played in season 31. So obviously the option is going to be something to worry about, and then those sneaky passes out of it. Being disciplined, hard defensively, and then on offense, we're going to have to find ways to score. The best thing that we can do is try to jump out to an early lead playing from behind. Just don't want to be pressured into turning over the ball. Then for block 3, we're going to go on a stretch where we're playing some conference games. So we have Sam Houston in week 1, but really lock in going forward. So block 3, we have 2 conference games at home and also against new members to the league. So week 5, we'll be hosting Missouri State. Coach Grimm is back, new to the league. Missouri State obviously had a great season if you were aware of what went on in season 33. Coach No Way Jose going 12-0. Did lose in the CFP, but he did qualify for the CFP. He's off to bigger and better things at Georgia, but it started here with Missouri State. So in regular season play, in NDL history, they're undefeated. So that was the Bears' first season. 69 overall, offensively a 67, defensively a 64. It favors us by 4 points across the board. Will we be able to get off to a good start in home games in conference play? We'll have to see, but we know they're not a super talented team. They can be coached up. We'll have to see if we can take advantage of the game at home. Next up, another team that's new to the NDL for this game cycle, and another new coach, Coach Bull, taking over the Delaware Blue Hens, the 70 overall. Offensively, a difference of 6 points, 75 to 69 defensively too, so a little bit closer on the defensive side. But again, this is a team that is new to Conference USA. They didn't have a super great season, the first in the NDL. I know me and Vic talked on the outliers about who we thought would have a better season. I thought Delaware would. They did not. But we'll see what we can do here. So 2 of the teams that are going to add to our win goal in conference play for block 3. And we'll jump on to block 4. Week 7, a bye. I love my bye weeks. A chance to work on some other stuff. I imagine with the holidays being around the corner, it'll be helpful to have one less game. By my math, this should be Thanksgiving weekend. So I would only have to worry about playing one game. Just makes it nice and easy focus on work, even though I will be on vacation. But I did plan on being out of state, so it'll be a staycation, but still, one less game frees up time to do some other things.